Welcome, disc golf fans. This is Derek Scull with Gatekeeper Media. Beside me, I have Chris German. Today, we are bringing you the 2018 Colorado State Championships at The Beast at Shining Mountain Disc Golf Course, brought to you by Throw Colorado. Coverage sponsored by Millennium Golf Discs.
Yeah, Gatekeeper Media is a long way from home, man. We are from Philadelphia. We are all the way out in the mountains here in Colorado.
And boy, are our arms tired. Sorry, that's my quota for the round.
Get it out early, right?
Yeah.
So we have a feature card here that's all Throw Colorado sponsored players. We have Jerome Knott, JC Kester, Adam White, and John Collins. This should be exciting. And we want to give a special thanks to Drone Nerds for making this possible and giving us a drone to use for the weekend.
Absolutely. It was really fun flying that. And on screen right now, we do have our wonderful TD, Eddie Wooders. Big shout out to you, man. You put on quite a tournament. I think everybody had a really amazing time. The AMs had awesome player packs, a lot of added cash for these pros. So everybody was there, really there for the time.
Yeah, and thanks for just hitting us up online and being a complete stranger and letting us into your house and your family and giving us the keys to your home. It was great. As this first shot from Rome here, I thought this was an ace.
It was close.
I saw that. I was licking my chops. I was so excited. But we didn't get that here. So we have JC Kester. I would say he's been on film. He's no stranger to film, but he is the hardest person I've ever filmed.
Yeah, you won't be able to tell that from these first couple holes, but man, his throwing style is, I mean, it's not very unique, but it's unique to what we're used to.
Yeah, this is really different for us. Is he's gonna just have that big hyzer forehand, just hits that tree, and I think that's what he was going for. This was all new to us, being on a traditional ball golf course, not being in the woods, and having these wide open shots. I mean, this was all new to us.
Yeah, and to be completely honest, it was kind of a shock and awe moment when we would just look around and see these gigantic mountains. And we look, from the tee box that we are right here, if you're familiar with this course, you know that if you look to your left, you're going to get the, America's Mountain. That's what it's called, right?
Pikes Peak.
Yeah.
As Adam White kind of skips that right in there. That was a pretty good run. He's about circle's edge, a little inside. So he'll have a run for birdie. So we have last up on the card, John Collins. I would say one of the nicest people I ever met. And it was really nice to make a lot of friends out here. And these people were so supportive, knowing that we came from so far away.
Yeah, everybody was so humble and welcoming and just really into the fact that we were there. So that made the experience worth it.
For sure. A lot easier. And it was nice being out on this ball golf course here.
Also, I will say, for those who are from the Philadelphia area that might be watching, I want to give a shout out to whoever brought the tasty cakes. They were around Tournament Central, and everybody kept asking us if they were from us. They weren't.
They were not.
So that was a really nice taste of home. It was kind of like a welcome gift, right?
Yeah, I had a bunch of them. So as John misses that putt there, it's a little tough for him. Kind of just airballs it. So we have Adam here. Let's see if he can knock in his birdie here.
Yeah, and he's getting tested by some wind, and it's going to keep his a little low. Hit cage.
A little tough there. As we see those houses in the background, beautiful place, beautiful property, Shining Mountain.
Wow.
They know how to do it.
Another low shot.
And that was uncharacteristic for JC. I would say being probably the most experienced on this card, he has the most wins on the card. That was a graphic we had earlier. I would see him, I thought he would make something like that.
And Jerome with the lone birdie.
Yeah, it's a great putt by him. It's a great shot. As he gets down there, Adam should be able to knock that in. Everyone else is going to tap in. So kind of a slow start, I would say, for putting. Everyone was kind of in the circle's edge. Just weren't able to capitalize.
Yeah, and when we were kind of going over the footage, it's like, well, are they jitters? Are they trying to play it conservative because it's round one and a lot of distance throughout the whole weekend? Because there's 4 rounds to this, folks. So keep that in mind.
This is no joke here. This course overall in this entire tournament is going to get harder. So we move into hole 2, par 4, 690 feet. Any throw that you basically can think of, you can throw it off the tee box. Have a nice approach shot to these little craters where I would say it's kind of safe because as soon as you get down there, even if they roll to the bottom of the craters, you have a manageable shot for your birdie.
Yeah, I guess it is possible for it to like skip out and like really ramp out of one of those, but very unlikely. But it looks like some like mortar test field or something.
Yeah. As players want to stay to the right of that hill there, kind of the little grass a little higher there, you want to stay to the right of that. As this was a little bit of a controversy, That is not OB.
Not really. I mean, it was roped off, and you couldn't go in there. So basically, the rule of thumb was they're going to give him 1 meter off from where it went through, but it's not going to be played as a hazard. So there's no added stroke to JC's shot there.
Yeah, which there is the cart path is OB. So if you are able to get all the way over there, you would have taken a stroke there. But it is not a stroke and distance OB. As we have
a little air bounce there and kind of kills it mid-flight.
Not a terrible spot to be though.
No, weird footing though, because you're going to be like kind of shooting sideways, almost like leaning to the right.
So this is a little bit for Adam. He's going to have a little bit of work to do for his birdie putt there, but I mean...
Look at that wind going.
Yeah. It wasn't windy all day, and then it just picked up as soon as we started. It was crazy.
Yeah, because I think our tee time for this was 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, so here at the Beast, you actually, because the ball golf course is there, you actually can't play this course until 3 p.m. So we weren't able to tee off until 3 p.m.
We did have the course to ourselves all weekend, however. So
Yes.
it was just that round 1 was a Friday, so we did have to kind of cater towards it being open for ball golfers in the morning.
It was also pro day only for this round, so... It's JC, like I said, you just kind of want to get down there, even if it rolls to the bottom of that little crater. That's not a terrible spot to be in. So we have Adam here for his birdie. Just misses. So we have John here, and I don't think the camera does justice about how far he is here. He is outside the circle.
It's that uneven, ground.
Slightly uphill. As you see that hang, great shot.
And he drains it. Gets really, really solid connection. Let's give him that rewind.
Yeah, let's give him one. He deserves one. I mean, look at that background. Look at this. I just can't get over the scenery. That's the best part about this.
All right.
So he knocks that in. As you can see, he gives a little tap to the basket at the end. As I do like these dynamic baskets. Me personally, I'm a big fan of them.
They look nice too. The white contrast.
As JC's able to knock that in. And guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you've not already. Make sure you ring that bell so you're going to get notified anytime we have new coverages. We have a lot of coverage coming here to the end of the season.
You don't want to miss it either. We got some good stuff coming up.
Yeah, I'm stoked about it. So we have Adam here. He should be able to save his par here. So everyone else is going to take their birdies as he prevents the star frame. As that's always a crappy feeling. See, he's taking his time. You want to make sure every stroke counts.
Everyone has their different routine, whatever is going to get your head in the game so that you can perform round after round.
Yeah,
Do it.
No hate there. As Jerome's off to a pretty good start here, 2 under through 2. JC and John both with a 1 stroke, and Adam still sitting at even. Just moving to hole 3. This is where it's going to get a little harder here. We do run into a lot of OBs and a pretty small green here.
Yeah, it's going to be less of a distance, but it's going to be more of a strategic shot because you don't want to just lob it down there and be too deep.
Yeah, it can definitely happen. I would say the water kind of plays a factor here, being OB. A lot of people probably throw it a little harder like Rome just did here, so that's going to go OB. I think if that water was not there, this would be a much easier hole, so it's nice to see the design here.
Oh yeah, way more forgiving near the green if that wasn't in play.
As JC goes overhand and just overthrows it. Can it come back? No, we're 2 for 2 on OBs here.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, the OB is the dirt and not the road.
Yeah, so think of like those spikes.
Yep.
That's your border.
So we have John here. Let's see what he can do. This is looking a little too overstable, a little quick for this green. That's another.
He was running it though.
Yeah, that was definitely an ace run. We have Adam here. His flexing back. That's looking pretty good, but too hard. We're 4 for 4 on out of bounds here, man, on hole 3.
Part of me wants to think that if maybe they threw a mid-range.
Yeah,
Because the wind was towards their back, so they had a pretty severe tailwind.
JC's gonna miss that putt. Yeah, I mean, you can see that flag blowing. They had a really big tailwind.
Chains out there to the left. That definitely would have been a nice get.
See what Rome can do here, save his par. No. This is just not the greatest short game golf here. A lot of missed putts inside the circle.
When you putt into a headwind like that, it really wants to push that disc down.
He saw JC's almost pop out there.
Yeah.
So he's able to clean up his bogey. Adam's going to do the same here. The rest of these guys are going to clean up bogey as we are going to get ourselves a bogey frame here.
Have we ever filmed a bogey frame before?
I don't know. All I know is we've never filmed a scene like this before. Just look at that background. That's all I'm going to say. That's what I'm shocking all about. So everyone's going to take the bogey there. Jerome sitting 1 under. JC and John sitting even. And Adam now 1 stroke over as we move into a hole that's just as hard. Now we're going uphill with a very tight green.
I love this hole. Hole 4 is a par 3, average length, but it's a pretty tough green. You got a lot of guardian trees there. Road is OB.
Yeah,
with a pretty big hill on the side to the left there.
Yeah, traditionally as a righty, you're going to see a lot of forehands here because you want to kind of stick it up against that hillside there.
And even that's tricky because we're going to see right here.
Yeah.
In case of the tough rolls.
And it stinks because they were cheering him on saying that was a great shot by him, but no one knew that it rolled down the hill, and they showed up, and he's like, where am I at? And I was like, you're 30 feet down the down the hill there, bud. So
here's what we were kind of alluding to with JC's play there. Dude throws thumbers and throws them far.
Yeah.
So get ready to watch some pretty awesome shots from what we're able to catch of them. Anyway.
Yeah, he crushes out here as he does throw that out of bounds. We have John here. His is looking pretty good. He's a little more on the lighter side,
but that
keeps it in.
Yeah, that's going to get him a really comfortable. I would even say a putt. It's going to be a look.
As Adams just sails on him, it's just going, and we're going to knock that as OB there. That was way
calling it early, huh?
Yeah. Well, I had to make the graphic fit. As Rome just that was kind of weird. It was a weird layup.
That was really close.
It was a good run there by Adam.
So John has quite an ideal shot here.
Yeah, he tries to split some trees.
Oh, man, that is an ugly splash out. He thought he had it, too.
Look at him. Prematurely ran it out. So we have Rome here as he splits the trees. Beautiful par save. He's actually going to run his line through the trees.
Well, look how tight that is. He had to squeeze through himself.
Yeah, that's impressive. So we have JC here. Is that...
It didn't look like he could commit on that one.
Yeah, that was kind of odd. Seeing him play out there and then seeing him throw those kind of shots, it's uncharacteristic for him.
And folks, while we're watching these tap-ins here, feel free to head on over to our Facebook page via that URL we see on the screen. Give it a like. We really appreciate the support. That's going to be where you can find a lot of our updates. That's like the content hub, so to speak.
I would say so. Everyone's on Facebook. So we have 2 pars and 2 bogeys here on hole 4. Some tough holes here for these people.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best.
Special thanks to Millennium for making all this possible. As we move into hole 5, they said here, the locals, this is one of the most iconic holes. We have...
Look at that view.
Yeah, you can barely see it there, but America's Mountains in the back, Pikes Peak. It's a beautiful looking shot. We have water to the right there, out of bounds. I mean, this is a perfect hole. Well designed.
All right, so Jerome is owning the box here. Now, from the tee box, it was really hard to tell, but we can see from this shot here, he is safe. But we got those flags there, so he's going to call provisional before we even leave the tee box. There's a drop zone that he uses. We're not going to see that, but that is kind of a little added thing here.
That he did throw, as John's shot looking very good. Parks that. As you can see, I'm on the other side of the water here. I had some trouble actually getting over there. Not being a local, not really knowing this course too well. I thought I can get over from that side, and I could not. But I do like the angle from over there.
I do too. It gives you a really good read of the entire green. Mm-hmm. And that was a really, really good drive from JC. Got himself pin high with that thumber again.
Well, look at that from Adam. All these guys put up really good drives. I would just say Rome's is the only one that was pretty tough there. He had kind of an unfortunate roll away. So he's going to try to save his birdie here. Just a little low. That's kind of been the theme so far, early in this tournament, early in this round. Just low shots. No one's really able to convert on these putts.
Let's see if everybody else can commit to getting their birdies. I'm pretty confident they can.
I would say so. These guys are pretty high caliber players.
Mid to upper 900s is their ratings.
Yeah. JC's hovering right at 1,000. He's able to knock that in. Adam's going to have an easy tap-in birdie here.
Which is definitely good for the type of show that he's been putting up so far. He definitely wants to get some of that ground back.
Yeah, being 2 over through 4, you want to start gaining some of these strokes back. And the course is going to get harder, personally, I believe. I think 6 and 7 and then 9 are pretty hard holes to finish out this front. So
our leader in the score on this card is the one who prevented the star frame.
Yeah, so that's through 5 holes, 2 star frame preventions here and 1 bogey frame.
That just really shows you how the game can change over the course of just one hole. One shot even.
Definitely. So we move into hole 6. This is par 4, 650 feet. Throw anything you want. There is OB to the right. Once you get down here, the drone doesn't do it justice, but the basket is hitting kind of back in that gap back there. You can kind of see the band.
It's a little narrow in there. We were, wasn't our drone, so we wanted to be a little on the careful side.
We're a little more conservative with the drone footage here. Thank you, drone nerds, once again for letting us use the drone, but we don't want to crash someone else's drone. As John gets down there, it's a good shot. I mean, it's kind of where you want to be. It's right in the middle. So you can see him line up. He's got his thumb in there. You know what's coming. Get prepared.
Yeah, and I start to make sure to look to get that read. Sometimes it still doesn't even matter because of how much of a bomb it is, but...
And what I'm doing, just so you guys know, anyone out there that's catch cam, I was just pulling all the way back and waiting for it to hit the ground. So we have Adam here, and you got to have a lot of trust in that disc. It's a nice hyzer shot from him to throw it over OB and be able to land inbounds there.
Yeah, that's a really good placement. He's going to be right in the middle of the fairway. He's going to have a comfortable second shot.
So we have Rome here. He's at the bottom of the card now, bottom of the box. See what he can do. He does the same thing as Adams. That's looking really good. And you can see this guy kind of leap here. It's pretty funny. So I turned to go towards the basket, and he was right in my shot. So he probably thought that was funny.
I thought he was a cheerleader.
Yeah. No, it was because he saw me turn. So there is kind of a left lane here. This is kind of what... No, John's going to go right through the middle. If you're able, you can go through that back door there as well, which I don't think any of these players really do. But
if you shoot deep on your drive, that's going to be kind of one that you want to try. But that's an awesome shot. He snakes right through there and goes a little long, but that's going to be a comfortable third shot for him.
Yeah, he's going to be putting back for his birdie. That's a great shot. Jerome just doesn't give that enough power. Just kind of fades, hits that tree.
Yeah, he goes a little bit more of a tighter route.
Let's see if...
JC's looking like he's doing the same.
Yeah, he wasn't able to make the adjustment. He had a tighter shot, though. If you're more to the right there, that's a pretty tough shot. Hyzer in there like that. Let's see if Rome could get his birdie here, just outside the circle.
Slightly off.
Yeah, these guys are just slightly off here in the beginning. Now, I don't know if this is outside the circle, personally. I don't know. Me, personally, I don't know if that should have been a jump putt. That's just my personal opinion.
I'm going to trust the players here. I don't remember anybody calling it.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate chain to the right.
It's just a close one there. So we have Adam here. Let's see if he can capitalize. Everyone missing. He does.
And folks, this is coverage brought to you by viewers like you. So if you like what we're doing, hop on over to our Patreon, become a patron. Every little bit helps. We really appreciate it. We really want to make sure that we're bringing you the best coverage we can, and every little bit is what's going to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, as little as $1 a month, you can join the family, be part of the Gatekeeper Media crew, and really just watch this grow, as we're all here to see the sport grow and bring it to new heights, and that's why we're here. So everyone else taps in. So Adam, the lone birdie there. It's going to bring him back to even. Very nice. It's Jerome and John both sitting 1 under. JC and Adam now both sitting at even. Let's move into hole 7. Hole 7, a very short par 4, only at 438 feet. I would say if you're going to get an eagle, this would be a hole to do it. Most people are going to throw out here and then kind of do a really big hyzer shot or a forehand shot around the side of these trees here, kind of land by the basket there. If you do want to bite off, you can attack the pin, try to land up on the hill.
You can see that Adam was in a hurry to shoot this one, so I was not able to get it. I was not in place yet, and it looks like he was even kind of rushing you a little bit.
Yeah. 'Cause that's kind of where you want to land, up by that pin or that pole or whatever that really is. Let's see what John can do here. He's going with the backhand.
Going to keep his pretty close there to the foot of the hill, but it skips to the left a little bit.
Yeah, perfect spot. It's where you want to be. So I don't know if we've seen JC throw a backhand yet, other than inside the circle or putting. As he kind of turns this over. As he's pretty far over there. I mean, he's got the distance. He's just really far to the left.
And that's going to be an awesome shot right here. It weasels its way through, finds himself right there on the edge of that hill.
Yeah, he's going to have an eagle run there. It's about 60, 70 feet out. So this one's a little interesting. So he goes real big hyzer, kind of a grenade, and I'm yelling 4 here. He almost hit the guy on the tee box right there.
You see him turning back.
Yeah, like literally, no joke, he was like a foot away from hitting him. I was screaming 4.
It's blind from down there though, so
Yeah.
you can't really blame him.
So maybe I should have just maybe not have had us start so early. And you can see here they're looking, getting a little scared having your back turned with these discs flying at you. But I was lucky enough to be there to support him. This is a pretty interesting shot by John here.
A little up and over.
Yeah. Sometimes, and I think that's why we see so many forehands from Colorado players and just like overhands and thumbers, is because they're throwing over these trees.
A lot more space above you
Yeah.
than in front of you sometimes.
So it's interesting how their wood golf plays out compared to the East Coast. So it was really cool to be part of that, even though this isn't woods golf, but we saw it in later rounds.
That one, he kind of just attacks the pin dead on, just high, which is an interesting approach.
Yeah. Ooh, very close from Adam there as he's running that birdie. See JC run his birdie.
Oof, just short.
Low. A little bit of a putt back there. He's able to capitalize, save his par. Still sitting at even here. So Adam's going to be able to tap this in. It's a good putt by him. Same with John here, as he's also going to get his par. So Rome, the only one, he's going to have a tap-in birdie here.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. As he's starting to pick things up a little bit. Starting to get into your groove. I guess it takes a couple holes. Some camaraderie. All these guys are friends. All of them are fairly local.
Yeah, I think they were sharing they were cart mates. So I think Jerome went down to go get it because they parked a little further back.
So yeah, Jerome's the only birdie there as we move into hole 8. 280 foot, pretty short, but this bunker here is OB, so got to play with some finesse. There is no OB behind though, so kind of let it rip over there to the right. You should be okay.
Yeah, you just got to commit to the distance.
So Jerome here, his comes in, pretty lucky landing right there. He sticks it.
That is relatively textbook.
Yeah. Good thing he didn't get a roll away there. As Adams, he just kind of keeps that a little straight. Just not enough stability on the disc. He's down there for the distance, but that's kind of a death putt going downhill to the bunker there. See what John can do. I can go forehand. That's a little high.
Yeah. You hear Adam kind of making a comment like, oh, you're going to be over by me.
So we have JC here. He's looking to go forehand. And he gets it down there.
Yeah, he'll be pin high too.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a terrible spot to be, but like we said, that's kind of a death putt. That's why John kind of lays that up. I mean, that's what I would do in that situation.
Yeah.
JC does the exact opposite. He runs and just throws it.
Yeah, that
was aggressive.
That was a very, very fierce putt.
Yeah, that was very aggressive. So Adam's going to try to no-chain this in there, sink it in nice and light. It's okay, though. hit the front of the basket.
And if we had let that shot play out, he does run up and is expecting to kind of just dunk that in real quick, but it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, Jerome
It's
was
Jerome's
there.
shot.
So Jerome is able to knock that in. He's starting to get a little hot here. He's 3 under now.
And folks, we're towards the end of our front nine coverage here, so make sure you head on over to our Instagram at Gatekeeper_Media. Give us a follow. That's going to be where you get the stories, the behind-the-scenes stuff. It's just some fun content.
Yeah.
Give it a follow.
Yeah, why not? John's going to tap in his par here, and I just can't get over the scenery. So just watching this, I shot it, I edited it, I'm looking at it. It's beautiful every time.
Well, driving around here is pretty tough, too, because you want to look at everything.
Yeah. As Jerome, once again, the only birdie there. So 2 holes in a row. He's going to walk away with the birdies. Now it's a 2-stroke lead over John. As we did run into a little backup here. I would say this is one of the hardest holes on the course.
Oh, yeah, you'll see how. You got a lot of treacherous rough here. You're going to have a little stream that is OB. Cart path is not OB. Bruce Darrington? Is that his name?
believe so, yeah.
He's one of the designers. Again, him and Eddie had put this together. He was saying, why punish somebody for having a killer drive, right?
Yeah, so I was very scared on this shot. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think Jerome was going to reach me. It went right through my golf cart.
That's scary.
I was very scared that I then was going to be part of play and obstructed play, so I'm glad that did not happen there. As you could elect to lay up here. These guys are all trying to go over. Not the greatest shot from Adam there, as he's going to be in some rough. Let's see what John can do here, if he's going to kind of lay up or if he tack the pin here. Or at least the fairway.
And his just turns over. Does not want to fade back at all, and that's going to be a really, really tough shot.
That is not good.
And that's I had no idea where that was.
That's tough to follow.
But then you see it again.
Disc golfers out there, word of advice from the video guys, do not throw black or red disc. It is very hard to see. As John is in there.
Yeah, and that's really interesting approach. To be honest, I probably would not have attacked it that way.
Yeah, me neither.
Whereas Adam elects to go more of like an Anheuser route and just unfortunately clips that tree high and then drops straight down.
So JC did go OB there. So this is for his 3rd shot.
Yeah, but you know what? He's trying to make up for it, for sure.
Let's just get down there. He's going to have a look for par save there. So we have Adam. He still has some work to do here.
Yeah, and he's checking to see what his backswing is going to look like. And, it carries up right into those trees. You're going to hear him make a comment about that.
Yeah, he's upset about that. That just sailed on him a little bit. You can see how deep John was, and he really didn't get the distance.
His hung right pretty severe.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of work to do from that location.
Like, I don't even know. He wasn't even completely over the stream there.
Barely, yeah.
Jerome's attacking the pin there. He sits, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's going to have a look for birdie.
That's a good looking Anheuser shot, I think.
I agree. Nice and soft. Lands there. He'll be able to tap in. It is going to be for a bogey, but at least you're tapping in and you're not running something for your bogey save.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling.
John tries to run that.
Yeah, it gets a little bit of the wobble out of hand, so you could tell he knew.
It's Jerome for the par save. He knocks it.
JC?
Oh, that is JC. Well, JC, because I got your name wrong, I do apologize for that. I'm going to give you a rewind. Here you go.
Why not?
Why not?
But we do have that second angle that we've been experimenting with, so keep a lookout for some more of these.
Yeah. Great shot there. So we have Rome here. He's on one knee. Let's see what he can do. See if he can capitalize for the birdie. Oh, just a little high. Hits the band there. Should have got yourself a knee pad there, Rome. So you wiping your knee off.
The Am's got him in their player pack.
Yeah. So Adam's able to just knock in his bogey there. John's also going to be tapping in for a bogey here. So that's got him sitting at even. Rome is able to get his par. This front nine of golf's been very interesting. A lot of missed opportunities in the putts. I would say everyone's short game has been pretty fair to weak at this point, but there's still a lot of golf to play. We have 4 rounds. We still have a back nine here. Jerome sitting 3 strokes under.
Yeah, and if you want more disc golf, give us a follow. Come on back for the back nine coverage of the 2018 Colorado State Championships at Shining Mountain Disc Golf Course.
See you soon.